Hey everyone, Mary Beth here with our Tuesday topic of real estate trends. So it's important to know numbers in real estate, and here are some that I think you might find interesting. They're going to be listing statistics. When you are a professional realtor and you take a listing, people often wonder, how many people do I have to let through my home come into our sacred, safe space before I get an offer? And you know what? We have that data. So I thought to myself, let me take a 10-year period and show you from the 10-year space and then the middle 5-year space, so that would be during COVID, to now. And we can break it down by price range. So if it was $1 million home or if it was a $2 million home, we have that data, and you know what? This might be helpful for you. So especially because you can see the information for today and where we were back in 2017 and then 2022 and then 2025. So some of the numbers, for example, in Fairfield in January of 2017, and I did single family and condominiums together. I can break them down. So if you'd like to know how many showings you'd have to have before you get an offer, on average, these are the average. I didn't do the median, I did the average. In Fairfield, so for January 2017, 4.7 showings until you got an offer, so close to 5. In May of 2022, think of where our world was at that time. It was during COVID. And the market was crazy because people were moving out of cities, recognizing the value of their home and space at home when they were working remotely. The numbers in May of 2022, 18.5. So that's more than 3 times the number of what we had in January or in 2017. Then you go to May of 2025. It has come down, but not that much, to 16.3. So then if we look, for example, at Stratford. So Stratford in 2017, you had 12.5 showings until you received a contract or an offer on the property. May of 2022, so think again, we're in the COVID period, 27.5. That's a pretty big jump. So then May of 2025, they've come down to 21.5, but that's still pretty high. That's almost double what we had in 2017. I swear it took COVID, good, bad, or indifferent, for everybody in some of the cities, for example, New York City, to recognize what a value it is living in Connecticut. Then if you go to Easton, Connecticut, which is a lovely community, in 2017, 5.8 showings until they received a contract on their home. In May of 2022, 20.3. And in May of 2025, it's gone down 14.3. So what does that mean? It means if you're thinking about selling your home and you're wondering, well, I'm thinking that we're going to come on the market as a coming soon listing, which means there's no access during that time. We're going to come on the market on a Friday. We're going to have open houses on Saturday and on Sunday. If you had 20 people that need to come through the home, 20 showings, you might be able to reduce that a little bit if you have people coming in almost like an open house celebration weekend. So think of the exposure as doing the heavy lifting, the marketing and the exposure. And then when people actually come in the home, you've done the professional photography, you've done the staging and the decluttering, and you've done the painting, and you've done the organizing and the removal of all of the stuff, very often into the garage, but still, that's a bonus. And it might actually reduce the number of private or exclusive showings that you have to have. It's an important period, the pre-listing period, actually, the before it's on the market. So another couple towns in Trumbull, in January of 2017, 10.5 listings. In May of 2022, 29. That's a big number. May of 2025, it's gone down to 21. Then if we look at Shelton, in April of 2017, 10.3, and then May of 2022, it doubled, 22.4, and May of 2025, 19.8. So you know what that means? It means do everything you can. You will reduce the number of people that need to come into your home because they've been able to view, acknowledge, drive by, do everything that they can. And then when they come in the home, maybe they'll just decide, you know what, this is it. We want to buy this property, which is always what everybody's looking for. Nice, strong offer that the sellers would love to take. So the reason time on the market for a listing and when a contract is received is important is because if the number increases and you have 30 showings before you get an offer, that might happen in the first 2 days, which could be a representation of fewer homes on the market and an increased demand by the buyer population. So currently in Fairfield County, we are 100% still in a seller's market. So see some of these numbers by town, how many showings were requested and took place until a contract was accepted on that property. So I think you might find it interesting and you might find it helpful while you're considering making a move and what all of the logistics entail. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're here to help and enjoy the information. And if you need to know or would like to know about a specific price range or a specific property type, just ask. All right. Enjoy your day, enjoy the week, and we'll look forward to staying connected. Take care.